I want to give you 2 exercises you should never do if you have sciatic pain, and 2 exercises you should always do if you have sciatic pain. So the first exercise you never want to do is you never want to bend over like you're going to touch your toes. So you don't want to lock out your knees and bend over and hang. And the reason you don't want to do that is because as soon as you lock out your knees and bend, you increase the pressure on your intervertebral discs. Those discs are cushions that sit in between your vertebrae. And these discs can herniate, they can bulge. And when they bulge, they'll hit the sciatic nerve sometimes, and when that happens, you feel pain down your leg or wrapped around your hip or all the way down to your foot, and it's no fun. That's sciatic nerve pain. So you don't want to bend over to touch your toes because you'll increase the pressure on that disc, which will hit the nerve and increase the pain. The other exercise you never want to do is you never want to twist. So you never want to straighten out one leg like this and rotate your spine. And the reason you don't want to do that, 2 reasons. One is that you have that straight leg and you're in hip flexion, which means you're increasing the pressure on your lumbar spine again. And the other reason is as soon as you twist, you rotate and put pressure again on one side of your spine, which can increase the pressure on one side of the disc, which can then hit the nerve again. So 2 things you don't want to do. You never want to bend over and stretch your hamstrings, and you never want to rotate your spine. Now, of course, I say never. There is one scenario where you could bend over and stretching your hamstring would feel good, and that's in the case of piriformis syndrome, which straightening out your leg and touching your toes might actually relieve the pain. But to be safe, if you have a disc bulge or herniation, you never, never, never want to bend over and touch your toes and increase that pressure. Now, there are 2 exercises you can always try if you have sciatic pain that can immediately relieve the pain. And some of it depends on whether you feel better when your hips are in flexion or in extension. So I'm going to show you both ways. First way is you lie down on your back and you get your legs up on a couch or a chair up at 90 degrees. As close as you can to 90 degrees, scoot your hips all the way up there. Relax your arms, relax your legs so there's no tension. Palms up out to your side, and you just breathe. And you breathe deeply here for about 5 to 10 minutes. And what's happening here is that your body is settling, your back is settling into the ground, right to left. It's balancing the muscles in your spine from right to left, and it's repositioning your spine so that it's more neutral, which can take the pressure off of the sciatic nerve. Just the act of lying on your back and unloading your spine can help as well. It will also help unload your sciatic nerve. So here's the last one. The next one you want to try. And again, it just depends on whether you feel better when your spine and your hip are in flexion or in extension. So here's the next one. You're going to go on your stomach. Touch your toes together, let your heels drop out. Prop yourself up on your elbows, drop your shoulder blades together, and pry your hands away from each other. So you're here in this position, and you'll know right away if it feels good. If the pain is relieved, then this is a great position for you. In fact, I bet both positions, the one I just showed you and this one, can work equally. So squeeze your shoulder blades back, pry your hands away from each other, look straight ahead, and relax your stomach. Okay, you hold that for about a minute. So those are 2 exercises you can absolutely do anytime you have sciatic pain. And of course, you just learned the 2 exercises never to do if you're in sciatic pain. I hope this helps.